Listen carefully, because the word pick me has been mistaken for a diagnosis when it actually is a confession. So when a woman speaks plainly and says, women are not infallible, something very strange happens. That online platform that they're speaking on, or if they're in a room, it begins to tighten and the air begins to shift. And instead of engaging her reasoning, those people reach for a shortcut about her. They say, she wants to be picked. Notice what just happened. Her ideas were not addressed. Her motives were put on trial. This is always the move of a mind that feels threatened but cannot explain as the reason as to why. Now, here's the secret truth beneath all of the hoopla. The one shouting, "Pick me," is very often a pick-me herself, but not for a man. A pick-me is not someone who desires another human being. A pick-me in this case is someone who's surrounding their selfhood toward selection, toward approval, validation, belonging. The objective of selection, it can change, but the posture remains the same. Notice this. So when a woman is accused of being a pick-me for defending men, the accusation assumes that she is seeking selection from something in physical form. I thought about this. From an actual person, a real man, a body that can accept or reject her, a relationship that can succeed or fail. Reality pushes back. But the accuser that's calling this woman a pick-me, the accuser is doing something far more delicate and far more dangerous. She is a pick-me for an idea. Preach, preacher, church. She's a pick-me herself who's accusing a woman of being a pick-me. She's a pick-me for anger, because anger grants her moral altitude. She's a pick-me for hostility, because that hostility signals loyalty. She's a pick-me for polarization, because division brings online or in-person applause. She's a pick-me for feminism as identity, not as inquiry. She's a pick-me for destruction, because tearing down feels like strength when one does not know how to build. So let me take it in this direction. Here's the key distinction. Her judge has no physical form. She is not trying to be chosen by a human being. She's trying to be chosen by a crowd that cannot hug her, correct her, sit across the table with her. She is trying to be chosen by a concept, algorithm, a moral damn fog that never says enough, you belong now. And so, at this point, she must perform endlessly. There's no end to this. Because when a thing selecting you has no body, it has no satisfaction, it never rests, it never says yes, it only demands that you go harder. Sharper anger, sharper cruelty, purer outrage. This is why a lot of these accusations grow more extreme over time. The invisible judge is never fed. A human relationship has limits. It humbles you, contradicts you, requires listening. But a formless audience only rewards intensity. So the tragedy is, the woman accused of being a pick-me, she may be wrong or right, and who knows? But she is at least speaking to reality. The woman throwing the accusation is often bowing before abstraction, mistaking hoopla and noise for truth and approval for meaning. And so the question is not who is the pick-me. The real question is, what are you trying to be picked by? A living being who can meet you in the world, or an idea that will consume you and never love you back?